The light of failure. The workshop was dim, filled with the smell of burnt wires and shattered glass. On an old wooden table lay dozens of broken bulbs, splintered glass, tangled filaments, blackened bits of metal, all silent witnesses to countless failed experiments. Thomas Edison wiped the sweat rolling down his forehead. His hands were rough, his eyes heavy from sleepless nights. Around him, his assistants stood in silence, weary and discouraged, exchanging doubtful glances. One of them muttered under his breath, "Another failure." The air grew heavy. They had repeated the experiment hundreds, even thousands of times, and every attempt ended the same way. The bulb shattered, the filament burned, and another fragile hope was extinguished. But Edison did not falter. He picked up the latest broken bulb, turning it slowly in his hands, not as if it were useless debris, but as though it were an essential piece of the journey toward light. In his eyes, there was still determination. At that moment, a young reporter, who had been following Edison for some time, finally spoke up. His voice carried both curiosity and a touch of mockery. "Mr. Edison, you have failed thousands of times trying to make this light bulb work. Don't you feel discouraged?" The room fell silent. Every assistant looked up at Edison, waiting for his response. The question pierced the air like a blade. After so many failures, was it truly worth it? Edison smiled softly. He gently set the broken bulb back on the table, lifted his head, and replied slowly, "Discouraged? No, I have never failed. I've simply found thousands of ways that do not create light, and with each attempt, I move one step closer to the way that will." His words echoed through the workshop. Weary faces began to brighten. The reporter was left speechless, unable to counter his conviction. Edison continued, his voice steady, his eyes burning with belief. "Every failure is not an ending, it is a guide, a reminder that we are still on the right path, and one day, this room will shine with light." In that moment, everyone in the workshop felt it. Failure, once a heavy burden, transformed into motivation. No longer something to fear, it had become the very path itself. And indeed, after thousands of attempts, the light bulb finally came to life. That light did more than brighten a small workshop. It illuminated hope for all of humanity. It changed the world forever. The message Edison's story teaches something simple yet profound. Failure is not the enemy. Failure is the silent teacher that guides us forward. Each misstep reveals another wrong path, and with it, we move closer to the right one. Perseverance at times matters even more than talent. When we change the way we see failure, it is no longer the end, but the light that leads us on. And once we overcome it, we do not just succeed, we shine.